views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
And welcome to this edition of Open. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. Hip hop has a rich history and culture, of course, in the borough of the Bronx and beyond. We were in Queens doing our thing over there. Somebody else is in Brooklyn doing their thing. Staten Island, all the 5 boroughs, and throughout, of course, Mount Vernon, Money Earning, all that stuff. But on March the 15th, the celebration for the 46th anniversary of hip hop is going to take place. Today, we are joined by Kurtis Blow. Yes, indeed, on the ones and twos. He's still breakdancing the whole nine. Rahiem is here. He's been traveling the world, of course, of Furious 5. And DJ Kevie Kev and Sal Abbatiello. Give them all a big round of applause. Yes, show, to the beat, show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Just to throw your hands high in the air. So we're going to do it. We're going to do this, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is going to take place on March the 15th. Where?
At SOB's.
SOB's,
Downtown.
right next to BLS.
Yeah.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's right.
it's going to be a great evening. A lot of people are going to be there, man. We have so many legends coming out, confirmed. Melba Moore, Full Force.
Force
Soul
MDs,
Sonic Force,
Yes.
Soul Sonic Force,
the Sugar Hill Gang,
Black Ivory.
Black Ivory, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Orange Juice Jones.
That's right.
Oh,
The Ladies of Sky.
Yep, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
we have the Ladies of
It's
Sky.
An epic
And
night.
it's going to be epic. We're going to also be celebrating some birthdays. My brother Rahiem, his birthday that night.
Oh, it's your
You know what I'm
birthday.
saying? Yeah.
We're gonna party like it.
It's your birthday. That's right.
Also, T-Ski Valley, his birthday, and as well as Grand Wizard Theater, his birthday. We'll be celebrating them as well as some other people. It's going to be
Yeah.
legendary.
How'd you guys come together to want to do something like this?
Well, our good buddy and legendary promoter, Van Silk, called everybody up and got us all on conference calls. And,
Right.
Yes? Yep. Tell him, Kurt.
And
He's relentless, right?
yeah,
He
yeah,
love
He
you.
definitely
He don't
He
stop.
don't
He
stop.
you know,
Thank
he-
God for caller ID. There it is again.
Wait a minute. Do I want to pick this up right about now?
I told you that we won't stop.
So Van Silk,
Yeah.
you know, he's a legendary promoter. He goes back to the 70s in the Bronx and promoting groups like the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 and the Funky 4. And so he called us all up, man, and said, man, we need to do a nice anniversary party for everybody to come out and just have a good time at SOB. So this Friday.
This Friday.
This Friday.
We're going to be celebrating the 46th
Anniversary.
of hip hop.
It's going to be an amazing weekend because we're going to start it off Thursday. I'll let Kurt tell you. Thursday, we're going to start it off at the church. Tell him.
That's right. We start off at the church, the actual hip-hop church, everyone remembers in
That
New
you s-
York.
you started that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we're coming back and doing a revival and sort of like an anniversary Thursday night at the AME Zion Church, the Greater Hood AME Zion Church. So that's this Thursday at 7 p.m. And then SOB's is, I think, 8:30, 8 o'clock at SOB's.
Yes, SOB's
Friday.
Friday.
Where are
And
they
Saturday,
selling
we're going to be
tickets?
celebrating the queens of hip hop, MC Sha
So you got
Rock,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
and Saturday. And it's going to be a full weekend. It's a full weekend.
with the Queens of Hip Hop on Saturday.
The Queens of Hip
Saturday
Hop on
at
Saturday.
the Queens Library.
Yep.
And the Queens Library with Ralph McDaniels. He'll be
Oh,
hosting
that's
it.
up in Jamaica, Queen. Okay, yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
a big library up there.
Ralph McDaniels will be hosting that one. And then on Saturday, that evening, Al Sharpton and his crew will be giving us awards.
That's great, man. That's great. And let's go back and talk about the history of hip hop because I remember working with a lot of you guys. We were like little kids, skinny kids with big afros back in the day. Kurtis, I remember I used to be on the 1s and 2s when we used to do those floats back in the day. And I remember we used to be on the 1s and 2s for a lot of the artists that came out.
That's right.
We were blowing out speakers and going to get new speakers. And I remember DJing at the Fever at
You
Sal's
blew out my
place.
speakers too. I didn't forget that, bro.
But hip hop has a serious culture.
Right.
Starting, a lot of people say right here in the Bronx, but a lot of the boroughs were doing it. We were just doing it in different ways. But it was all hip hop. Came out of disco with
mean,
beats and all that stuff.
The bulk of the original, the pioneers started in the Bronx, you know.
Yeah.
And fortunately for us, we had some major clubs, Club 371, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was on 167. And then that's where Hollywood and Junebug all started. And then the Fever was on 167 on the other side of town.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where, you know, Flash and Sweet G and then Kurtis and everybody started coming. Furious 5 were there every week, and we started having mic night, you know, open mic night on Tuesday. And before you knew it, we were open 7 nights a week. You know, the Fever did 3,000 nights of hip hop. You know, that'll never, ever be, you know.
best.
Now you're lucky you get once a month, you know. We were like
Yeah.
30 times a month, you know, and it went on for almost 10 years.
Well, you're putting a number of things together that brings hip hop and disco together.
Yeah, well, now I am. I'm combining the disco, hip hop, and
Yeah.
freestyle all together. Because, like I said, you know, it's coming full circle, you know. All the
But here-
music's full circle.
Here is another point. People fail to mention, and that's radio, and how important radio was for us to actually get exposed to the public outside of the Bronx. So, you know, my hat goes off to you guys, man. People like Mr. Magic
HBI.
and
Frankie
Frankie
Crocker.
Crocker played my
Molly Mall.
Christmas rap
Yeah,
first,
yeah,
man. I remember. I never
Molly
will
Mall,
forget. You know what I mean? And even before that, when we first started messing around with this thing called hip hop, DJing and getting on the mic as MCs, we mimicked. We actually tried to become the radio DJs, like Hank Span.
Yeah,
Back in
Super
in-
Music 16 WWRL, where we celebrate the rhythm
Man
of
Jack.
rock. He's the server. Yeah. Put your foot on a rock, pat it, and don't you dare stop.
him,
Stuff like that. Yeah.
And Gary Bird with the GBE.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
people like that we wanted to mimic, and that's how the MCs started. You know, trying to mimic the DJs that were on the radio. So my hat goes off. And also, you guys played Christmas rap, my first song in 1979. The whole
See, I wouldn't know about
country.
that. I was too young.
You know, the whole country played this song radio, and
Yeah.
they made it a classic, like Nat King Cole playing it every year. Every
Were
year.
you the
Yeah.
first one on American Bandstand? The first
Yes.
rapper?
First rap artist.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Wow.
I remember seeing that episode.
Soul
And so-
Train as well.
So we got to give the props out to you guys. Radio, we love you. The media, I mean, you know, it's a big deal now, the media. Everyone's talking and getting on the media's case. But I remember when the media made people happen.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of things happening with the media now, but that's a whole nother, that's
Right.
a whole nother story. Whoever, people trying to buy up to go
Right.
have more stations left and more stations right.
Right.
So when it comes time for elections and all that stuff,
They control.
Right.
Yeah.
They have the
it's all
control.
there's,
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
big controllers of people. One is the media, one is the Department of Education, one is the church.
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's real talk.
People who control those
Control
things can
it all.
move people in certain ways.
Absolutely.
We understand it, but some people take advantage of it.
That's very
So
true.
what do you remember about the early days of hip hop?
Oh man, I remember at first in the Bronx, you know, the streets were pretty much rampant with gang activity, and then eventually, after the blackout pretty much changed things. 1977, when the lights went out in New York City. It appeared as though everyone got the same idea at the same time. Everybody decided to go shopping. And
77.
77. And when the lights came back on, everybody and their mama had turntables and speakers. You know, go figure. And
I'm laughing because that took
That's
place
real
in Queensbridge
talk, yeah.
under the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
Piles of mountains of boxes and stuff.
and there was this sneaker store on Simpson Street called Sneaker King, and I got word that people were shopping in Sneaker King and that I should go down there, and so I went down to Sneaker King and I managed to let's see, acquire. Yes, I managed to acquire a hefty trash bag filled with 69ers, Pro Kids, all my size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
But those are Skippies back in the day, Pro Kids?
no, not 69ers.
No, not the 69.
No,
The
69.
Pro
No,
Kids,
no, not not in the Bronx. I don't
not in
know,
the Bronx.
you
Pro
know.
Kids was there.
Yeah,
That was actually my first endorsement. They was
So
the
Pro
first one they
Kids,
endorsed
Pumas,
me.
and
Pro
then-
Kids.
Right.
Chuck
I
Taylors.
love me some Pro Kids.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Super Pro Kids.
Right. And Chuck Taylor's. And then, you know, we my first hip hop experience was the Webster Avenue PAL, 1976. I went to see DJ Kool Herc.
Big up to Kool Herc.
Big up to Kool Herc, father of hip hop. And it was an amazing scene. It was, you know, we called them fly girls. We called y'all fly girls. So fly girls was everywhere. And B-boys had circle going on. And everybody had on their quarter fills and their Playboys and
That was a
their
look.
fedoras.
The Kangos.
And it was just an electric scene. And I got home at about 4:30 in the morning, and my mom put all kinds of foot. Yeah, right. And I didn't go to my next hip hop jam till 1978, and right. And when I asked my mom if I could go, she told me I couldn't go. I was on punishment, and I actually got down with this group, DJ Breakout, DJ Barron, and the Funky Four.
Right.
And so we got some flyers with our pictures on it. And I was like, Ma, I have to go to this jam because I'm one of the MCs. She like, you an MC? I'm like, yeah, it's a you know, we didn't call it hip hop, but she, you know. So I handed her the flyer, and she was like, yo, you not going? I was like, yo, Ma, please, can I go? She's like, only way you going is if I go with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you ain't said nothing but a word.
You took mine.
Lady,
Let's go.
We going to Edenwall Center. I took my moms to Edenwall Community Center, and it was crazy. I can't even tell you what the air smelled like in Edenwall Center at that night. But Mom overlooked all of that, and she saw the bigger picture, and she allowed me to do my thing. Mom, I love you, miss you.
All right,
Good.
nice.
Kevie,
Yeah.
Talk to me, Bob.
Kevie Kev, give me your experience real quick.
My best
me
experience is
3 more
playing
minutes.
in
Go ahead.
Bronx River with Disco King Mario.
Yeah.
He is the one that discovered Kevie Kev Rockwell.
That's what's up.
And he introduced me to the world of hip hop. He kept telling everybody, I got this bad young boy, he is nice on the turntables. And he brought me out to the park. And what happened was Grandmaster Flash was in the park that day and saw me and put me on the big stage. I opened a new Ecstasy Garage with my brother right here. We opened them in 1980. We knew Ecstasy Garage on McCombs Road. And Grandmaster Flash brought me out. That was the first time I played on the big stage.
Look at that. See?
It's amazing, the connections.
And a lot of you guys are inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Rock and roll.
Yeah, the
Hall of
Rock
Fame.
and Roll
Rock
Hall
and
of
Roll
Fame.
Hall of Fame.
The
Real
right-
one.
yeah, for him, he's big.
You said that's real.
The real one.
The real rock.
The real one.
It was a tremendous honor. Ain't no check coming with it, but that's all right. You know what I mean? It's all right. Like my 4th album. You know what I mean?
So to
Everybody
recap,
it was all right.
we got this big thing coming up, the 46th annual.
46th anniversary of hip hop is going to
hip-hop.
be this Friday, March 15th. We're going to open up the doors about 10 o'clock.
At SOBs.
At SOBs,
Yeah.
we're going to be honoring once again the lovely Melba Moore.
Right.
We're going to have the legendary Kurtis Blow performing, Black Ivory, the Ladies of Sky, Full Force, the Force MDs, Okay? And I know I'm forgetting a few of you, but don't get mad at me.
Honoring Globuk Starsky, right?
Yeah, we're going to be honoring
And
Love
Mr. Magic.
and Mr.
Mr.
Magic.
Right? Some legends.
Yes.
Peter Guns.
Peter Guns.
He'll
Actually,
be
you and
performing. Myself and Peter Guns are going to perform together. Orange Juice Jones. Joski Love.
yes. Sparky D.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw you.
That goes off the hook. Yeah.
And I gotta say this before I forget because they'll kill me if they see this. Gotta give a big shout out to the legendary Queen of Hip Hop, MC Shy Rock. She's gonna be our host,
Right.
Okay, good.
as well as the lovely Claudia Jordan and Tara Wallace from Love and Hip Hop.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be our lady hosts that night, so it's gonna be an extravaganza.
And also my beautiful sis, the original Spinderella.
Oh no, that's
And
right.
I got to shout out the Universal Hip Hop Museum.
Yeah.
Definitely,
A
definitely.
museum
See?
coming to the
Bronx.
Bronx, a real brick and mortar location, 5 blocks south of Yankee Stadium is coming.
Yeah, it's-
2023. We
Yeah.
start construction at the end of this
We
year.
can all put something in it, right? You gonna put the
Facts.
pro kids in there?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Nah, my pro kids, they hanging over the thing.
you on the line,
that,
on the
man.
power line up
The
there?
power line. They're on the power line, Doc.
All right, they said rap.
Okay. Rap.
Does that mean rapper?
Some biased cops persecute me for my irrevocable brand. Fire shots searching through my hood, dispose of my fam. Pull up next to me, say keep it moving, told him I am. Don't shoot, can't breathe, so I showed him my hands. While you practice your policy enforcement tactics on our black kids and mostly male adolescents on the blacklist. Blacklist slaughtered like catfish. Narcotics, no weapons, and we the manufacturers. Just people you displace to in pursuit of happiness. You don't give a ish about us all, y'all capitalists. And any kind of egotistic. Invading countries every Sunday, we so Christian, calling people terrorists and we no different. Supposed to be civilized, we so different. FEMA got them coffins on the side of the road, and GA, I guess they really plan to take no prisoners.
Boom, 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 just like that.
Yes, sir.
Curtis, you want to hit something before we go?
There's a devastation in our nation, a bowl of confusion. We need a church revolution. To deliberate is the antidote. Disciple the word, haven't you heard? Oh no, we're blinded. It's time to get heavenly minded. Like Dr. King, I have a dream. The gospel is believed and received from the start. Just apart from that evil one. Stick a fork in Satan, cause the sucker's done. Turn to God's son, no more guns.
There you go. Give a big hand, everybody. Yeah.
No doubt.
All right,
no
Sal,
doubt.
your turn.
I just charged at the door, man. That's right.
He collected
They
money.
can do the singing. I'm gonna collect it.
Give them all a big round of applause, everybody. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right, so March the 15th, the celebration for the 46th anniversary of hip hop. It's going to take place at SOB's on the 15th. It starts at
10 o'clock.
10
p.m.
o'clock.
Yep.
So everybody come on down and be a part of it all. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in and thank you for checking out and thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for
Thank you for
having
having
us.
us.
I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.